Hey guys, Noah here. Today I am with my friend Kit Kat,
Hi.
and today we're going to be talking about crappy stuff that happened in our lives, such as injuries or the bullying or just crappy stuff.
Anything that's happened in our life that sucked.
Oh, it's just.
I have
Your
a dog in a cage and a dog right there sleeping really
couch.
weird.
Or I miss. Okay, anyways, it's your
Okay,
turn.
I'm gonna tell the
Go
first story.
We already failed this
So
twice.
should I do the first one, the kindergarten one, or should I do the head smack one?
Which one came first?
The bully one.
Do the bully one.
Okay, so when I was in kindergarten, well, it's either kindergarten or first grade. No, it wasn't first grade. Okay, never mind. It was kindergarten. There was a kid in my class named, let's name him Q. Let's just call him Q. Or so let's not shout him out.
That's kind of a strange name, but whatever.
His actual name. Okay, so we're gonna call him Q. Q always used to mess with me. Like he would always call me names and stuff. Well, one time it got to a point to where I got so angry at him that I walked up to him and kicked him in the shin. So we had these things like cards, and you would have to change them every time you got in trouble. There was a green,
green.
yellow, orange, and red. Red was the worst, and green was the best. If you ever got a red, then you'd be sent to the principal's office and get your parents called on you. Well, that's what happened in this situation. My mom got called, and it got to a point to where she was so angry that she was cussing me out inside of the school. Remember, we're in a kindergarten.
Yeah, it's a kindergarten. Children don't need to hear that. Don't.
She was just angry that the whole situation. I was like, he was
Yeah, but
picking on
still,
me.
try to keep the children pure. You can't protect children these days, but keep them pure as long as you can.
You can't keep them children
Especially
safe.
in middle school.
Oh Lord. Okay, go ahead.
Well, anyways, my story, or this one, this story, happened when I was like either 3 or 5 or 4, whatever. Weird. I number that weirdly, but I believe it was before I was in school. I'm not sure though, because it involved hitting my head. I don't think I got memory loss, and it was also a long time. Whatever. One day, me, my dad, and my older sister, forget it. Forget
I was
proper
like, your
grammar.
younger sister wasn't born yet.
No, she wasn't alive yet. But my dad, my older sister, and I were cleaning up the house, and we had something called a love sack. It's basically like a beanbag chair, just bigger and filled with foam instead of whatever beanbag chairs fill, like beanbags. Get that cup out of the way. Get out here, cup. Get out my
I'm
videos.
still using that.
Oh.
Brad. Oh, look at you got holes in it. Oh, you got a hole in it.
That's probably loud too. Whatever.
Okay, go.
And we had a giant blue ball, not like a yoga ball, but it's still a ball, and we put it in the love sack. And the love sack was right next to a couch. And being the stupid little kid I was, I decided to jump off the couch onto the ball. But instead of landing like square in the middle of the ball, I cracked my head open on a windowsill, which hurt a lot. And apparently all the injuries in my family happened when my mother isn't around. So.
And to recap what that just happened,
What
my
that just
next
happened.
story will come with that, along with hitting their head on a windowsill.
Yeah, it involves a windowsill.
Yes.
And a TV.
And a TV.
And fake One Direction.
And fake. Okay, so I changed.
Yeah, hold on.
Oh, okay.
And my dad just took pictures and sent them to my mom. And
Like, oh, your kid got hurt.
And what stunk was our usual doctor was drunk at the time I got hurt. So we had to find another doctor, and that's all I can remember. Except playing with a chair that went up and down in the doctor's office. My dad videotaped it with his BlueBerry phone. Your turn.
Okay, my turn. Okay. So, when I was about 4 or 5. 4 or 5.
45.
4 or 5. Okay, so when I was about 4 or 5, I was jumping on my bed and I was watching this show called Big Time Rush. It's the wannabe One Direction of 2006. Or 2000, not 2006, like 2009. Of 2009.
Who cares?
And I loved this band so much. Like they freaked me out every time I saw them. Like I was like, oh my god, oh my god. And I acted like I was fake fainting, not thinking. And
Thinking.
I went
Thinking. Good.
and
good
then
English.
I fell back and I hit my head on a windowsill. Just to recap, it felt like that's how hard it was. But
And this is a marble table.
it's not marble, it's granite.
Whatever. I don't know.
And I dented it with my head.
Oh. You dented
I
it.
dented it. You could see the metal part. The paint was
Oh.
gone.
I've done that once with my knee in my grandma's house.
So I dented it, and I was like, ow. Like I didn't really. It didn't hurt to me. And my mom was like, oh my god, like she's freaking out. So she got me in the car, and I was like, Mom, I'm tired, because this is like in the middle of the night. This is about like 12 o'clock in the morning. My mom was like, oh my god, like I'm like, Mom, I'm tired. She's like, you cannot go to sleep. You will not go to sleep on me. I was like, but Mom, I'm tired. She's like, absolutely not. And like, my mom got to a point to where like she was bawling her eyes out. She's like, don't fall asleep. Like she's super scared. And we get to the hospital, and we wait for about 10 minutes. That could have been a lot. Like it could have been a lot shorter of a wait if we said it was an emergency. We didn't say it was an emergency. We said my head's bleeding. And I think we kind of got in there a lot faster than I would because there was a lot of people waiting. So we got in there, and my mom called my dad immediately. My dad worked at a prison at the time. He worked at the prison at the time.
Yeah, the prison.
Yeah.
Corrections.
And he had rushed in a car as fast as he could to get there. He got to there, and the thing that hurt the most. So the doctor was putting in the staples, and I said, "Ow!" And my dad was like, "No, it's okay, honey." I said, "It's not that. You're squeezing my leg super hard." My dad was like this on my leg, and it was so painful. I was like, ow. And my dad's like, it's okay, it's okay. I said, you're squeezing my leg.
And that's a pretty strong grip for him, because he was like an ex-Marine
Yeah.
and a corrections officer.
It hurt. It hurt really bad. And I was like, Dad. And then he was like, oh, I'm sorry. And then we get out of there. I have like this bandage wrapped around. I was there until about 5 a.m., 6 a.m.
I wouldn't know. Why are you looking at me?
Yeah, he wasn't there, even though we've been friends since we were 3.
Yeah. Or I was 3, you were 2, but...
That's... I've been young. I was young. I'm a year younger than him.
But not me here, but a couple months.
Well,
Who cares? Back to the story.
Yeah. So, I was in there till like 6 a.m. I was super tired, and I finally got to go to sleep. My mom didn't go to sleep at all. She made sure that I was alive. She was checking my pulse. She was making sure I was breathing. She was just afraid. And yeah.
If my child got hurt like that, then I'd probably freak out as well.
I would be like, man, no, I would freak. I would freak really bad.
I'd fart. Really badly.
Hey guys, we're back.
We're back. You farted.
Okay, so it's your turn.
Okay. So this next story involves cracking my head open again, because I have bad history of scars in my head. If what? Where'd you look?
Keep going.
Okay. Anyways, and one day, this story takes place in first grade.
Dog.
Dang it, Artemis.
It's my dog.
But anyways, voice, why are you scratchy? Anyways,
You water?
sure. Wait, you drink out of it.
Who cares?
Screw it.
We've known each other since we were like 3. Go.
No. Anyway, stop it. Anyways, why did I say we? She wasn't there. She wasn't at my elementary school. But anyways, there was like a designated playground for the first graders and first graders only, and we just play. I keep saying we. Me and my friend, we played for like 2 minutes until a bunch of other kids, like a group of kids, decided, you know what, let's go play on the older kids' playground, because there was nothing separating them. So I just went with them, and so did my friend, and we went to the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th grade playground. Like, they all shared a playground.
In my
Jungle
elementary
Gym.
school, it was like 1st, 2nd, and 3rd in one playground, and 4th and 5th in another. And if like a 3rd grader went into a 4th and 5th graders, then you would get kicked out. You would not have recess for 3 days. It was insane.
Well, at my school, it was just kindergartners get their own playground, first graders get their own playground, but now it's 1st and 2nd, and then 2nd through 5th got their own playground, but now it's 3rd through 5th. Anyways, we just went there and played around, and there are these monkey bars that didn't have a ladder to climb up. Have I told you the story?
No.
And why you
told me about those monkey bars, but you never told me.
Yeah, okay. But they were like really high monkey bars. And I tried to jump up to one. Like, jump up. But then when I went to grab it, I missed. And then I fell to the ground and it cracked my head open it cracked the back of my head open on the play equipment. And it was like made out of cement. So it really hurt. And these 2 girls, they noticed I was on the ground crying, and they came to help me, brought me to, I don't know what her job was, but besides just watching over the playground. But she brought me to a woman who worked at the office, and on the way there, I had my hand on my head, so when I took it off to look at it, it was like bloody as heck. And one of the girls was like, oh my gosh, he's bleeding.
Noter.
well, yeah. And so I was sent to the office by myself.
What?
To
Wait,
the
yourself,
nurses.
you could pass out.
Well, it wasn't that bad.
I know, but
I mean, it
it's so
seemed like the
loud.
end of the world because I was in 1st grade.
Just keep going.
But, so I was sent to the nurse's office. She put like a gauze pad and like taped it to my head and just had me hold it. And I like missed all of my lunch waiting on my dad to get me there. And while I was there was a kid who had a severe asthma attack. And so...
Well, I guess it was a day for kids getting hurt. Or
Yeah.
almost dying.
So they had to get an ambulance and paramedics to give him oxygen. He didn't need to, like, go to the hospital or anything, but his dad needed to come to pick him up, just like my dad was coming to pick me up. And the nurse specifically said to my dad in the call, we have an ambulance coming, don't worry, it's not for your son.
That's a good thing.
Yeah, but I waited for like forever for my dad to come and get me, and then went home. I was excited I didn't have to do any more schooling. I didn't want to learn, and just had to gauze pad taped to my head for the rest of the day.
You didn't go to the hospital?
It wasn't that bad.
I know.
It wasn't like
Okay.
I had a concussion and I was going to
That's
shock.
true.
But that's pretty much it. Now I have like a scar on the back of my head that's barely visible because of my hair that grows like every 5 days.
Okay, so now we have to go into the older parts of
Yeah,
our
the older
ages.
parts.
So
I don't have very much though.
I have one from this year, and so I'm going into 7th grade. I'm a 6th grader. Well, I was a 6th grader last year. 6th grade was the crappiest grade of my life. I'm not even kidding.
Mm.
So, there was this kid. What should I call him? Death. I'm gonna call him Death. Death would always bother me. He would come up to me, he would harass me, he would call me names. And then it got to a point to where he was walking near where I was and yelling at me, harassing me, saying I did things I didn't do, and a lot of that. And it was really kind of messed up, and like it got to a point to where like I just didn't want to be at school anymore. I didn't want to be around this kid. I didn't want to be like I loved my friends and I didn't want to even be around them. Like it got to a point to where I went to school and my friends would talk to me and I would ignore them and they'll get super angry at me for why I'm ignoring them, and I would just totally blow them off and walk away. So one day it got to a point to where he would start following me home. He would follow me to my apartment complex I lived in. He would harass me at my, like he would send me text messages saying he was going to follow me home, saying that I should like keep one eye open, that he's going to come hurt me and stuff like that. And it really, really scared me to a point to where I didn't want to be in my own home. I wanted to leave. I wanted to not be there at all. Mm-hmm. He also said in one of those text messages, hold on, actually, I have it right here.
Bullying is not cool, guys.
Hold on.
Just a random picture of me. How you doing?
Okay.
There you go.
He said, I know where you live. I watch your every move. You cannot hide. And he can even prove this. He's looking at the text messages right now. Sorry, I kind of blocked those out. I was planning on posting this. So, and that just whole thing scared me, like, really badly. And, hold on. Actually, the same kid sent me knife emojis. And, I didn't want to do anything about it. I was afraid he was going to retaliate and try and hurt me and come after me. And I had a friend at the time, you know that kid I said is like one of my, like he used to be one of my best friends?
Yeah.
Let's call him B. Well,
okay, yeah, B. We're giving
well, this is what happened. So he would always call me, he would talk to me, and I was always there for him and he was always there for me. And I always would, like, we would always go to the park. He would always invite me to the park, and we used to just hang out at the park and have a blast. And then he got popular. And if he's watching this right now, then he should know what he did wrong. Because I tried to call him on multiple occasions. I tried to ask him, I was like, please just give me a chance, talk to me. Like, I'm going through a lot right now. I just really need to talk to a friend. And he wouldn't answer me. And then the one time when he actually did answer, he said, I don't want to talk to you. Goodbye. And it was super sad. And I was just kind of upset. I was annoyed. I was angry. And I actually had to transfer schools because of this kid. And it just got all deep up in here because this one looks like he's about to cry.
I know.
It's really upsetting because you just think, why? Why do kids have to get bullied? Because, like, one of my friends, she's a part of the LGBT community, Okay, now it's a lot more accepting to be gay or bisexual or pansexual or whatever you are. It doesn't matter. You're a human being.
Yeah, you're a human being.
And my friend would get made fun of by a couple of kids because she was a part of the LGBT community. She was a pansexual woman, and she was very sweet. She was super caring, and people always messed with her about it. And it kind of was just heartbreaking just to watch, because you would think there are these people that are like homophobic and like are totally against LGBT communities, but they're humans. They're just like you. Some people don't even know that their own children are gay, and then when they find out, then they act like they don't know who they are, even though they've been the same person the whole time. And it makes me angry. I'm sorry, I'm going on a rant right now. Okay, go ahead.
Okay.
Okay,
Well,
you can go on your story
guys,
now.
just treat people how you want to be treated. 'Cause everyone's a human being. At the end of the day, we're all the same. Well, we all have different personalities, but we're all still human.
Yeah.
Uh,
I'm getting all deep. Like my eyes are watering.
Yeah. Holy crap. I feel bad.
Sorry. It's super
Okay.
upsetting, and
Yeah.
I just like expressing that story because I feel like people need to know that this stuff is actually happening out there, and some people don't think about it, but it's true. This stuff is actually going on, and this thing needs to end.
It needs to end.
And actually, I want to tell you one more story right before we go to your story. I went to the dean. Well, my mom called the dean and was like, "This is getting out of hand. This kid needs to get in trouble. Like, I'm done with this." And it was a week past before she had even responded to my mother. And I saw her in the lunchroom, and I walked straight up to her. I said, "I'm sorry to bother you, but I want to know if you got this call. I'm so sick and tired of this kid messing with me." I almost started breaking down in tears inside of the cafeteria. And just talking about the subject is super upsetting to me because I have been bullied for 8 to 9 years of my life. I'm 11. And it's just, it's getting to a point to where you think, why? Just why?
I mean, but we do have to understand, sometimes bullies
Have their own backstories to why they're bullied.
But still, it's not right.
Like, I'm not going to say that I haven't made fun of a kid before, because that's fine. I have made fun of somebody, and I felt super bad afterwards. I apologized to him many times. And actually, now we're really good friends. So, I don't want to go on a rant on how bad bullies are and then just keep my own feelings about how I picked on people and I bullied people before in my life. No, that's not right.
It's not.
Okay.
Honestly, I have as well.
You bullied or been picked on?
No, I've kind of made fun of someone behind their back. And I haven't gotten a chance to apologize. So, I really hope to apologize, so.
It'd be the right thing to do.
Yeah.
We've known each other for such a long time, we never really keep things from each other.
No.
We talk to each other about everything. And, like, things that we even keep from, like, our parents or stuff, we talk to each other about. And it's just kind of good to have someone that you could actually go to and they won't judge you for it. And, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, we need a lighter story.
Okay, yeah. I was just thinking, I hope my story is a little bit funnier. Well, to hopefully end the video with a better, sorry, with a voice crack, end the video on a better note. Unless you have another story.
No, I don't.
No, okay. This is my last story. In 5th grade, I fractured my wrist, and it was like a hairline fracture.
I remember that. Okay.
Yeah.
Keep talking.
Okay. One day I was just watching videos And because my favorite YouTubers weren't uploading any more videos at the time, I went to watching top 10 lists.
Oh no.
Yeah, I
You
was
went
watching
that
like
far.
Watch Mojo.
Oh, I watch them too, and it's kind of sad. And I only watch them when I'm really bored.
Yeah.
No offense.
And I had a really bad habit, and I still kind of have that bad habit after this event of tipping my chair back on 2 legs.
Oh, I always have had that habit.
Yeah,
Like you
I
are.
really need an office chair so I don't do that, like the one with wheels.
That's true.
But I need to talk quieter.
Yeah, we both need
Yeah. Holy crap! The video's already 25 minutes.
Yeah, it's because my
Feels like we've been here for like 5.
my story time is talking for forever, went forever.
Yeah.
So.
But anyways, it got to the point where I eventually couldn't stop myself from falling backwards to take my chair back. And so I fell out of my chair and tried to stop myself, but in doing so, I fractured my wrist by hitting the ground really hard. And it hurt so freaking much. I was trying to hold back from saying stuff I would regret. And it just hurt a lot, but I didn't think it was that bad. I just thought it was like twisting my ankle, which I've done before. Or wait, is twisting your ankle considered like really bad? Because
It could be spraining your ankle.
okay, yeah. What I mean by twisting my ankle, I mean you kind of hurt it.
You rolled it. You rolled your ankle. There we go.
Yeah, I rolled my ankle. Like I thought I just rolled it, but it kept hurting and hurting. And then, fly, get out of here. And then eventually my parents got home, and I was still crying. And I was probably still like 30 minutes at least since I heard it. And my mom asked me why I was crying. I told her that my wrist hurt. She made me like try to move it, like to see if it was broken. And because I was in so much pain, they thought it could have been sprained or it had been nothing. I just thought it was either rolled or possibly sprained, but
I
not very
sprained my
likely.
wrist one time and I couldn't move it. I tried to write and it was my left hand. I'm right-handed, so it was a good thing that was my left hand. But I had sprained it and it got so bad that I went to go pick something up, and then all of a sudden my hand went weak and I started bawling. And my mom's like, "What's wrong?" I'm like, "I can't. My arm hurts. I can't feel my hand. My hand is hurting so bad."
Yeah. Yeah, I fractured my left wrist, and my parents took me to an urgent care. On the drive there, they were contemplating whether to bring me to the ER or to the
urgent
urgent care.
Easier.
Well, yeah,
Just to be
urgent care
honest.
was closer as well. But and the name was a lie. They weren't very urgent. It took them like an hour to get to me. And like I don't really remember what they did for some reason. What they did except for the x-ray. They gave me an x-ray. They saw that it was a hairline fracture, and they gave me a wrist brace, and then I wore that for 2 days. And then I went to another doctor's office, and they said I needed to wear a cast. Went back to urgent care, got a cast, and it was like green, and my older sister was the first one to sign it. But yeah, and this was like pretty close to the end of the school year and pretty close to the time when I got my YouTube channel. But well, I guess it wasn't really, because I had to wait like 6 months to get the cast off, and it sucked because I had to wear a plastic Walmart bag over my cast when I took showers, and that sucked. Like, once I had to wear a trash bag so I could go swimming with my friends in our pool. And when we finally took the cast off, I was like, freedom! Freedom! But then they put me back in a in the
The brace.
for 2 weeks, and I was like, how could this happen to me? I've made my mistake.
Don't even go there, bro.
Yeah. But the last week of wearing my cast, my parents let me actually get a YouTube channel, and I waited a week, and when I finally got it off, my arm felt really weird.
I waited a year to actually post something. It was the ALS Ice Bucket Challenge, and I got so roasted on that because of how young I was. I was like 5 when I did this. You've seen it.
Yeah, I've seen it.
And I look so tiny, and I look so immature, and I got roasted so bad on this because I had retainers and stuff like that. I was like, ugh. My friends are like, hey, what's this? I was like, oh no. So hopefully I'm going to start posting more videos, and I only have that one video up. It's been like...
We need to finish soon. It's going to stop recording. Yeah, it's like 31 minutes.
So, like, when it's been like 5 years since I posted on that.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, but how do we end this? Okay.
Peace.
Okay, well, no, I'm gonna post her channel, link in the description below. I mean, at least when I get to a computer to do it, because I can't do that by phone. Well, I can't really do it by phone without a lot of work, and I'm lazy, so.
Abby.
I'm surprised it's still recording. But anyways, this is Noah and Kate signing off. Please remember to rate, comment, and subscribe for more videos. And I will see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.